welcome to this session. Thank you for having the time for us today, Mr. Emmanuel.
Thank you.
So
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I can give you the floor to just introduce yourself and tell us what you do so we can kick this off.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. My brother, my elder brother,
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Greatman is such an amazing man. Anybody who has a heart for the people, right? I honor them, and not just that, he is also someone who, submits to a mentor, Mr. Elisha Mama. So anytime he says, do this, I have to do it because he's also a brother to me here. So thank you guys for joining. It's such an honor to be here to share. My name is Akwe Emmanuel. I'm a copywriter, I'm a growth consultant, sales and marketing expert, and I've been doing this for the past 8 years. I've written copies, I've sold trainings, I've written ebooks, I've monetized my knowledge. So maybe I'll get into the story, right? So I think I might just get into the story so that it
Yeah, yeah.
builds up.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so it builds up to what we. So I never came from money. In fact, when they give people silver spoon, I mean, I didn't even see wooden spoon. so so we relocated to Abuja in 2003. I'm from Benue State. And, things were quite tough. Things were quite hard. My mom, myself, my sister. And then something very, very dramatic happened in 2010, 2011. I encountered a book called Secrets of the Billionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Right. I went to
Yeah,
visit I was done with secondary school, went to visit my friend, and he was doing a cyber cafe. I was teaching in the primary school. He was doing a cyber cafe. So somebody left the book and I picked up the book. I was like, oh, Dixon, I'll bring it back. And I never brought back the book. So I went back. I read that book 1 whole week straight, and it's 6 days. I
wow.
consumed the book. Yeah, I ate the book. I felt on top of the world. I felt like I had been baptized. I used to say that was my financial salvation. You know how people people give their life to Christ. That was my own financial salvation day, right?
Yeah,
I was so free. I felt on top of it. I went to meet my mom. I said, "Why are we poor?" I told her, "Why is it that there's so much money and we are poor?" And for me, that was the beginning for me, right? So one of the things that book did for me was, help me identify my strengths, help me
hmm,
identify what I was good at. And then, so I knew that I loved to speak, I loved to write, and I love to sell. So I started building on those. I wanted to study medicine, but, even when I got microbiology, I just went to school. I was like, oh, well, let me just go to school. Whatever, I'll just come up with a good result. Please, if you can't hear me
hmm.
at any point, please let me know.
Yeah.
If
I'm
if
looking at
my
the comment.
network is
They
okay,
can
great.
hear you.
Okay, great. Okay. So let me okay, so I can just continue. So
Yeah.
so 2015 was when I started freelancing. I started freelancing on Fiverr and then made some dollars on Fiverr from 2015 down to 2018. I was freelancing, and at a point I was like, is this what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? Is this how I'm going to buy Benz? I didn't actually put it that way, but then I mean, I
Yeah. No,
just
I
came
get.
to the point that, yeah, like, how am I going to, projects will come in, maybe I'll make $100, sometimes make $50. So I was like, okay, how do I, scale, right? And then first thing was, okay, 2017, I started learning copywriting, but I was still doing it, as, what's it called now, in freelancing. So it
Yeah.
was
Like,
2019. Okay, can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, great. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, better. It's better. So it was 2019, my end of the year retreat. And I was like, how do I make money every day? Right. That was the beginning for me. How do I make money every day? So a scripture dropped, Job 36:11. If they shall serve and obey, they'll spend their days in prosperity and their
Hmm.
years in pleasure. So I was like, days in prosperity. That means daily alerts now. That means I can earn daily, right? And
Oh.
yes, in pleasure meant yes, in pleasure meant every day of my life would be like Christmas. So I was like, okay, we are going to do this. So from that time, I decided I was going to monetize what I know. I was going to monetize my experiences. I was going to monetize my results. I was going to monetize my skill. I was going to monetize my tools. Whatever I know, I'm going to teach somebody to get their life better. So my
Mhm.
goal is to get people financially saved by helping their mind, by helping their habits, by helping them, give them a skill, and helping them, show them the tools. That is my vision. That is my mission, to get as many people financially saved. So I created lots. I started creating products, trainings around copywriting, Fiverr, you know. For 1 year, I taught one training for 50 weeks. Now it was called the Fiverr and copywriting training. I taught it
Yeah, I
for
remember.
50 weeks. Yeah, I taught it for 50 weeks. There was no week I didn't teach that. And then in 2020, when COVID happened, we started the Bachelor of Copywriting training, which is, the training, the offer that made, the 100,000, 100K, dollars. And also we ran Bachelor of Copywriting for 4 years, trained 25,000 students and made over $100,000. So that's my story. That's like how it all came about.
That's an amazing one. Because if a lot of you don't know Emmanuel Abe is someone that had consistently had credit alerts from selling his offers for the last what now? Last 6, 7 years now.
It's 6 years, getting to 7 years, 6 years, 8 months now.
Yeah, and I would say for a fact, in the knowledge space, I think he's one of the best to do it because I've been around creators. I've seen people that created products, and I've seen the ups and the downs, right? And something I can give you credit for is your consistency, in offering
Thank you.
value and finding ways to monetize that value. And, like I said, it's a great thing to have you, with us. I know that you've covered some of this. What was like the turning point for you, when you realized that, okay, I have this skill? What is your
Mm.
mindset in terms of, okay, there's a market for this, and this is how I'm gonna create this offer for that market? Like, walk us through,
Yeah,
how it was in your
yeah.
mind.
Okay, great. So yeah, thank you. That's an amazing question. So for me, so first, like I said, I really want to get people financially saved. So when people come to me to write copies, to consult, I charge high ticket. I charge well, right? But then I feel like education, right? I feel like I should get education to the hands of a lot of people. So I
Yeah.
love numbers. So I'd rather teach 1,000 people, right? And get them to, like, say, maybe pay 5,000 naira than just teach 10 people and tell them to pay me 500,000 naira. I mean, it's not like I'm not having a problem with people who do high ticket trainings, don't get me wrong. But my own model is I want a lot of people financially saved, right? And I believe that there are a lot of people who need the light, right, from my trainings, from what I have to do. There are over 9 billion people on earth. Nigeria alone
Hmm.
has over 200 million, right? So I tell people, right, if you can't sell to Nigerians, there are Ghanaians, there are
True.
Jamaicans, there are
True.
there's somebody in the UK, there's US, right? So you don't have to be in Dallas to earn in dollars. You don't have to be in
Mm,
UK for your life to be okay. And you don't have to be in Dubai before your customer can buy. So,
wisdom, wisdom,
so,
wisdom.
so yeah, so when I began to think in terms of lots of people, in terms of, I can help a lot of people, right? Like with my offers, with, how the impact it can have on them, I
Yeah.
started pushing more, right? I started pushing more. Yes, the money will come, but then it's about the significance and the testimonies I get. At random, I meet people who tell me, "Sir, I took your BOC course. Sir, your class was the foundation for me making money online. It was because of
Yeah.
you. At random, like I've gone to buy corn. I've gone to buy
Yeah,
roasted
I'll be one
corn.
of your successful students because I remember I took one of the classes for Bachelor of
Oh,
Copywriting. This was during
yeah,
COVID.
COVID, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So those stories at random, people just tell me, sir, if I go for events and you think nobody will recognize me, like, sir, I know you. I took your course. Sir, I know you. I bought this thing from you. So apart from just the money that comes, it's the significance and the impact in people's life, right? I've had
Hmm.
someone's mom call me and say, thank you. Like, since my child started following you, her life has changed. She talks a lot about you, and those are the things that really, get to me. So I used to tell people, if you don't sell what you know, right, then how best will those kind of testimonies come, right? How best will those kind of so that's my mentality. That's what I think of when I'm bringing up some of these offers and the rest, because I know that somebody's life will be changed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's remarkable, right? And I know that a lot of people also think that way, but I believe that there's a difference between you and every other person that, has a skill and is also trying to monetize it. A lot of times we're in our head. A lot of times we want to create something, but we don't know how to go about it. So, what are
Mm,
some of the mistakes you think you've seen? I believe that you've consulted for a lot of people that also want to create products.
mm,
What are
mm.
some of the mistakes you've seen that they make when it comes to creating an offer and sort of packaging their skill to
Yeah.
sell?
Yeah. So I usually tell people, so my entire framework is called the popcorn formula or the popcorn framework. So it's products, offers, people, conversion, over delivery, retention, and new offers. I'll go over it again. This is the framework I use, and
Yeah.
so in the framework, it's you now see different issues people have. So it's products, offers,
Uh-huh.
um, people,
People.
conversion, over delivery, retention, and new offers or new updates. So people have a problem with creating products, right? So people don't know that a product is only, a function of a problem. So people want to solve their problem, their money problems. No, it's not about your money problem, right? It's about
Mm-hmm.
your customers, right? So the first mistake, people think that, oh, because I want money, because I want to be rich, then everybody also wants you to be rich. No, people are selfish. Nobody wants you to be rich. I mean, your mom might want you to be rich, your dad, which is good, but then the general populace, they also want to be rich. So you must understand that your product, right, must be solving a people's problem, not just your problem, right? So one mistake, people want to solve a problem that they just feel like, oh, because I encountered this problem, then everybody has it. No, you must do a proper problem research. Is this problem really needed? Is it a painkiller or is it an antibiotic? Is it something people really want to
Okay.
use it to solve their headache, or is it something they just need to take as vitamins? Right. So you
Okay,
must. So
sorry to
that's
cut you off there, right? Because I want us
yeah,
to be as practical as possible. Like in testing
yeah,
your product, like how can people actually test that this product, is
will
what
work.
people need? Yeah.
Yeah. So let me give you practically something I do, right? Let me give you practically something I do. So, because I know my kind of audience, I know, the kind of, I mean, they make money online, niche, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
most times when I want to like create, like, if I want to create a product or anything, I put it out, right? I'll put like three topics, maybe on my, because I have a bit of following on Facebook and then, my WhatsApp status. So I'll put, guys, what would you love to learn from me what would you love to learn from me this month? Or what would you love to learn from me? Maybe how to monetize WhatsApp, how to write copies, how to do this thing. I can put like three options and let people tell me, right, what they
Mm-hmm.
are having problems with. So people can literally tell you their problems. So you can ask, if I was to
Yeah.
solve one problem for you, what would that be? What is that one problem you're having issues with that you think I can solve for you, right? So you can ask them. They tell you their problem. You now create a product to solve their problem. So it's that practical. You can ask them and they will tell you. Another thing you can actually research, right? You can look at, the move, right, where things are going, and then you can say, okay, oh, you know, things are going towards the AI side now. So even if people don't know that, they need a product in this, I can pull this information and bring it to them. So you can look at
Mm-hmm.
trends, you can look at movements you get, and then you can make decisions for them also. So yeah, that's one practical way, people can actually do research.
All right.
Yeah. So I was talking about product, or maybe okay, maybe you can ask the next
Yeah,
question
move
too.
on fast. I just wanted to
Okay, so offer, yeah.
break it down
So,
a bit. Yeah.
yeah, when we talk about offers, we're just talking about a well garnished product. So I usually tell people a product is rice, but an offer is fried rice, chicken, salad with a cold bottle of Chivita. A product
Wisdom.
is yam. An offer is pounded yam with goosey soup or with plenty meat and better cold green bottle. Green bottle, that Sprite will not be actually.
Yeah.
So, so,
This is very
so
localized. I like it.
a product is a unit of an offer. An offer is a well garnished product. So, for example, I'll just give a practical example. People were doing copywriting trainings, but when we said Bachelor of Copywriting, we had to make it an offer. What did it mean? We did a 30-day program. We we had 4 Zoom sessions, so we have WhatsApp and Zoom sessions. We had
Mm-hmm.
top 10 students, get, in a new community and then, they could work with me. We had the best student win an iPhone or a laptop, depending on the edition. We give them certificates. We had certificates. We had the 1 million a month challenge, where you create an offer and you make your money. And also it was packaged. So a
Yeah.
product is only a unit of an offer. You create an offer when the perceived value is greater than the price, provided your brand is constant. An offer is created when perceived value. So I'll just give you a little thing about perceived value. If I give you 1,000 naira note, right? And I say, no, let's say if I say for every time you give me 1,000 naira note, I'll give you 10,000 naira back. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So sorry, I was seeing a bit of reconnecting, so I just wanted to be sure it wasn't from my side. So if I say give me 1,000, I'll give you 10,000 naira back, right? You'll be like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
take 1,000 and give me 10,000. Take 1,000, give me 10,000, right? That's the same thing that happens with offers. The only difference now is you are giving me physical money or cash, and I'm giving you perceived value, something that is intangible, but the price and value is different. Value is what I give to my clients or customers. Price is what they pay me. So when value is greater than price, you've created an offer,
Okay.
right?
I
So
think that
so
makes sense
that's
to
the
me.
that's the that's the this thing. The next P is people. You need to find your people, right? And people is about lead generation. So if you need to run ads, you run ads. If you need to build an audience, or build a list. I have 2 quotes there. I say if you can't build a list online, list, you'll be list online, least. So
Mm-mm.
rich people, right? Rich people, they reach a lot of people. REACH, they reach people. Poor people, the POUR, the poor people out. So your ability to reach a lot of people, your ability to gather a lot of people would increase your money, right? And then I want people to understand that your reach must always be at least 100 times or 10x your conversion goal. Now let's get to conversion. Please, if let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know. I think there's a little. I hope the connecting is not from
Yeah,
my.
I can hear you. I'm
Okay, great. Okay. Let me just continue there. So let me just move straight to conversion. So they reach now. Let's say I want to convert 100 people. I should reach at least 1,000 people, right? So that I can convert at least 10%, or I can reach 10,000 people so that I can convert 1%, right? So it's about number. The more people you reach, the the higher your conversion, right? Provided your offer is proper, right? So it's a game of number. It's a
Yeah.
game of. I'll just share something that is happening. Real time. I'm running an offer. There are 800 people in my group. I think around 800 and something people in the group, right? And then my conversion is around 8-9% because like 60 something people or 70% have paid, right? So
Wow.
people think that, oh, I'm so good, I'm going to convert. If you convert to 80%, you are so good, you are good. I mean, so
You
people
are
don't know
good.
that it's a game of, you're very good. I mean, people don't know that it's a game of numbers. So even me, I'm converting 8-9%, right? So the more people you can reach, if I reach 10,000 people, maybe I would have converted maybe 1,000, right? Or maybe I don't know. But then, you need to reach more persons, and then you need to convert them, right? Conversion is the way you tell them, how you present the offer, how show them who you are, right? And then after conversion, the next O is over delivery. Always over deliver, right? Always over deliver. Most people don't deliver, right? I used to say, if you cannot deliver, you need deliverance, right? You should be you should be
If you cannot
delivered.
deliver, I need deliverance. I need to see this in the comments.
Right? So people should learn how to deliver with excellence, whether you're running a course, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a training, whatever it is, right? Learn to package your offer with excellence. Learn to
Yeah.
package it with excellence. Then R is for retention. It means that let people who buy from you buy again and again from you. Have a way to make sure you keep them, right? You keep them around your community. So sometimes people sell and then they lose
Mhm.
customers. People just just buy from them and they've gone. I usually say, if you've not bought from me 7 times, I failed, right? I have failed if I have not sold to you
They
at
retain
least
you.
7 times, right? So I want people to buy again and again. I want to retain people. And how do you do that? By new offers. So if you've created an
Mm-hmm.
ebook, you can create new ebooks. If you've created a course, you can create a new course. If you've created, you don't to have high ticket, have mid ticket, have low ticket offers, right? Like never be offerless, right? You will suffer less if you are never offerless,
Mm.
right? So, so the
I
the
need to
more
ask this
your the
question,
more you
right?
have
Where
to
do you
offer,
get
like I
these
used to say,
slangs? I need
the
them.
more you're offering,
I
the
need
less
them.
you're
Dollars to
suffering,
dollars.
right? The more you have to offer,
Rich people, rich
the
people.
less you have to suffer. So have offers to give out, have offers to sell, right? So that's my framework. That's basically what I do. That's how we run Bachelor of Copywriting. That's it.
Can you hear
That's
me?
my entire
Confirm.
framework.
Um, I want to be sure it's not my network. Oh, I think we lost our hosts for a bit. Just hang on with me. Let me try to bring him back on the studio. Guys, give me a sec. I think we're having some tech issue. Okay, he's
Sorry.
back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think we
Okay.
lost you.
Okay. Yeah. It was my network, I guess. My network. I just kept reconnecting, and then yeah. But I don't know the last thing you heard.
Yeah, I was like complimenting your slangs. I
Oh,
like
okay,
them.
okay, okay.
From dollars to
Oh, okay.
dollars, rich people, rich people. I think you dropped the last one.
Okay.
So it's amazing.
Okay. Oh, great. Yeah. So that was basic. So, um, I was like, okay. So I talked about people offers, product offers people conversion, and then
Mm-hmm.
over delivery
You had
return.
mentioned, I think you're about to talk about the last one.
Yeah, new offers on. So I was like new
Yeah.
offers. So the way you
All
retain people is to give them new offers, right? So you need to create new things, you need to create more things for people. So if somebody has done A to B with you, you can take them from C to D. If they've done C to D, you can take them from E to F, right? So people come to me, buy copywriting, or maybe buy copywriting training with me, and then I
right.
consult. I do sales and marketing consulting for them. Sometimes I train sales teams, right? I sometimes need my agency, to work, get copies out of them. So there are ways to make more money from the same people. So I said, if I've not sold to someone 7 times, I failed, right? I failed if I've not sold to a person 7 times. So I want to
Yeah.
sell to you again and again to retain you so that you keep buying, and then yeah. So that's basically my framework. That's how I look through every sales process, whether it's an ebook, whether I look at the product, I look at the offer, I look at how can I reach more people, how can I convert them, and all of that.
This makes a lot of sense, and I like how it is very practical. Because for those that are just joining us, we've just talked about how to create an offer and how to keep people in your funnel to keep buying from you. He talked about the popcorn strategy that has to do with creating a product, how you find the right product, making an offer, having
Mm,
people in your funnel in terms of traffic, bringing people to your business, your conversion,
mm,
and after converting them, you need to over deliver. And after you over
yes.
deliver, you need to retain them. And how do you retain them? You create new offers. And I think this is
Mm,
very practical. So if you're still here with us, leave your questions in the comments. We have the community managers there that would be picking up your questions at the end of this session. We can ask Emmanuel some of these questions, and he would also treat this for you. I hope you're getting value from this. So, Emmanuel, I know that you've had a lot of offers over the years. How did you know the offer that was it? Like when you had Bachelor of Copywriting, I know that in that period you
mm,
also had like different offers, and people were actually paying you for that. How do you know that okay,
mm.
this is the one that is going to make me the most money, and you double down on that?
Okay, so you permit me, I'm going to be very spiritual here now, because this is
Yeah.
this is yeah, you know. Now, BOC, I'd launched BOC 1 year before 2019. Guess what? Only
Oh.
5 people bought. Only 5. I continued with my fiber and copywriting training. I was just doing fiber and copywriting training. And then
Mhm.
in so we're getting into 2020, and I went for Shiloh, right? And my Shiloh sacrifice, the first time I was going to be giving God 1 million naira as my Shiloh sacrifice. So I'd given 500,000 naira in December, and I was like, by February I'll be able to complete the remaining one. And COVID hit, and I was like, God, COVID is coming. Let me eat the remaining five. God was like, you never ready. So
Yeah.
immediately I dropped that seed. I dropped the remaining 500,000. God just told me, pick Bachelor of Copywriting that you did before. Turn it like this. Do it like this. Do it like this. This is the offer. So trust me, I'm not. It was divinely orchestrated. This is the 2 times I've had that. The same thing happened in December of 2023. I just come out
Yeah.
of, yeah, it was Christmas Day. I just come out from like a 3 day praying, and and then God just said, pick that thing you did, turn it like this, make it pay what you want. We did over 30 million naira from that pay what you want offer in 7 days. In 7 days. So trust me, the first, if I'm to give you, it's very spiritual for me. Very, very spiritual. Very, very. My birthday this year just happened. I was asking, what do I do? What do I do? He just told me, you're going to do a 31-week financial discipleship program. You're going to teach for 31 weeks, but once a week, and then grow them. So we have over 60 persons who pay 31,000. We had over 50 persons who are paying 1,000 naira every week, like a subscription, purely divine. So
Wow.
so my own secret is that I get a note of direction. Once I get my note of direction, this is it. I fly with it. The Daily Alert program, we just finished a 31 days. We're praying for addicts and all. So immediately
Yeah.
we finish, we're doing the 31 days addiction prayers for addiction addicts, and then on
Mm.
the 3rd of this month we just finished, and God said, "You're going to do Daily Alert program again. Run it the same way. You're going to put it," and we've had close to 70 registrations, from it. So personally, it's a divine affair. But those who will say, "Okay, me, I've not even given my life to Christ. I don't even know. I'm a Muslim and
But your
all."
secret
Maybe
is the secret place.
eh?
Your secret is the secret place.
Yeah, my secret is a secret place. So it's a secret place. That's where that's where my ideas come from. But if I have to give you a general advice, right? If I'm to give
Yeah.
you a general, yeah, if I'm to give you a general advice, it would be that, once you've create a lot of offers, right? Test a lot of things. Don't just create one thing. Create a lot of things. You never know, the exact one that will do well, right? Your goal is not to win. Most people want to win 5-0, want to get five good things and zero bad things. No, your goal should be able to get 31 good things and 15 wrong things. You don't mind. As far as you have
Hmm.
16, that,
So you just
like,
have to keep testing. Keep testing.
keep testing.
Don't know what's
If
going
it
to
fails,
work.
no problem. No wahala. Just it's not 5-0, it's not 7-0. It's 99 and 52. But the difference is more than somebody who is doing 9-0. Right. So most people are afraid of they're afraid of testing, they're afraid of failure. They want to have a clear record. There are no clean sheets in life. I mean, football, we want to a goalkeeper wants to keep a clean sheet. In life, there's nothing
Yeah.
like perfect clean sheet. Sorry about the part. The thing they just brought back their trying to. So there are no
Okay.
clean sheets in life where you say, "Oh, mine, I must win this thing 5-0." No. As far as you are winning, as far as your win rate is more than your lose rate, is okay.
Yeah.
Just keep testing. The one that wins will cover the losses and all of that, right?
Mhm.
So, and then this is not it is an extreme. So somebody will say, "Oh, let me just keep doing anything and be failing." No, that's not what we are
No.
saying. No, we're not saying that you should just be putting your money and say, "Oh, Emmanuel said I should fail as I want." No, you must still do your research. People take things out of context. So people will say, you're giving me a license to go and do it. No, even in the things that seem like failure in code, that you still did your research, you took educated risk, right? You took an
Mhm.
educated, so it didn't work, no problem. But there's one that you did was still, so you put in your educate, you put in your research, you still do your due diligence, even while even if it doesn't work, you know that you tried your best, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So let people try a lot.
Yeah. So keep trying. You know, do an educated research. Do the market research. Do the work before you test
Mm.
out the offers. Don't just spend your money like that.
Spend
So let's
money.
talk of
Yeah.
copywriting side of things. It's one thing to have
Yeah.
a great offer. It's another thing
Yeah.
to structure it in a way that people want to buy it. I know you've talked about, perceived value and all of that. And,
Mm.
knowing you have followed you on social media, I've followed you on your WhatsApp status, you are very good with words, right? But
Mm.
a lot of people, like myself, for instance, I had to take an extensive, I took Bachelor of Copywriting, I took like two more courses, and I did like a
Mm.
boot camp mentorship session on copywriting before I could become good at,
Mm.
copywriting. But now for you, let's say someone hasn't, gone through all of this, but the person has like a good offer.
Mm.
What's the framework you use to write the copies that sell for you?
For me now. Okay, so I'm going to give you a short answer, and I'm going to give you. So if you asked me this question 3 years ago, I'd have told
Mhm.
you, go and learn everything about copywriting, learn ADA formula, learn. But trust me, this time, the short answer is learn the basics, only the basics of copywriting, and learn how to do prompt engineering on AI.
All right.
Learn the basics of
Let's get into
copywriting,
it.
and then learn prompt engineering. Now, if I tell AI to write a copy for me, my prompt will be different from somebody who is a basic person, right? Why? Because I now know some basic copywriting formulas. I know the ADA formula. I know the pastor
Mhm.
formula. I know the 2H2C formula, right? I have over 10 listen, So my prompt will tell ChatGPT, right, to give me from heading to a hook to a good story to a good price anchoring,
Yeah.
down to urgency. Down, so I would give it now thinks and knows how to write like me. Do you get the difference? So the
Yeah.
truth is, nobody should be writing anything from scratch now. I won't lie to you. Nobody. I love shortcuts. Don't get. I love,
Talk to me,
and I'll
sir.
tell.
Talk to me personally.
Yeah. So I will tell you, go and read 200 books of copywriting and then start using your hand to write. No, those things. If it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I would have given you that advice. But things have changed. It's like using
Yeah.
typewriter when everybody's using.
AI has leveled the playing field.
It has leveled the playing field, right? And this it comes to the question: oh, will AI replace copywriters and right? No, the copywriter that uses AI will replace the copywriter who will not use AI.
True.
Right?
True.
The copywriter that understands, how to, that's why the basic, the foundation is important, so that anything you now lay on it, right, is now going to be different. So knowledge gives you a better standpoint in using these tools. They are tools. A carpenter that knows the skill of carpentry, when you give him a
Mhm.
nail, when you give him a hammer, when you give him tools, he knows how to bring out a better bed than me, who does not have that knowledge.
I
Right? That's the
agree.
difference. Yeah. So that's that. So if anybody was, let us get you know, the basic knowledge. You can take a
Mhm.
course. You don't have to, do all of the whole 6 months or 1 year. Just get the basics and then learn how to do
You can
prompt
get the
engineering.
you can get the Bachelor of Copywriting course.
Yeah, so we do the Masters of Copywriting now. We'll actually end up PLC August 2024. But we
Wow.
try to make it so that it reflects so AI and all of that now. But what we do now,
Okay.
because still the still yeah. So we're trying to revamp it properly so that it reflects the new realities in copywriting. So, but the
Mm.
still Masters of Copywriting where we still teach the basics of copywriting and the different formulas and all. It's just to understand the
Okay.
keywords, yeah, those keywords, those heading, hook, you know, all of those keywords that are very important, so that when you see it, you're able to know that, oh, this is different, this is different, this is different.
Makes sense. So now I know that you've sold to like a lot of people in the last, 6 to 7 years, over 25,000 people, right? But you're one person. So what is the
Mm.
systems and processes, you put in place to not burn out? Because I say this
Yeah,
because the community myself, I have a nine to
yeah,
five. Sometimes
yeah,
it's so overwhelming and, I
yeah,
end up being ill or like, burnt out. So what are the
yeah.
systems that has helped you,
So
avoid,
to
burning out?
avoid, so I have four system framework. I love frameworks. So I have elimination, delegation, automation, and activation. I'll explain them very fast. Elimination is look at your activities, right? And eliminate those ones that are not
Product.
productive. Most people spend so much unproductive hours and they feel like they don't have time. But when you do a full-time audit, I used to tell people do 1 week time audit. Every time you spend an hour, write what you did in that hour. Most people
Hmm.
spend at least 4 hours on social media, but they will still tell you they don't have time.
Hmm.
Right? People spend just go and most people spend a lot of time on social media. So it's not really about that, it's about priority. Most people have not prioritized what they need to do. So if you do a time audit, And then once you've done the time audit, you can now look at what are my productive hours, and then you can now do a proper time schedule. Here's one thing I teach. No time should be an unnamed time. Every time should
Okay.
be named. If you want to eat, have it that you have an eating time. If you want to use social media, have a social media time. If you want to study, have a study time. If you want to watch a movie, have a movie time, but never have free time. Free time that is not named time is wasted time.
Free time that is not name time is wasted. I was waiting for it.
So free time that is not named time is going to be wasted time. So so the first thing is do a time audit so that you eliminate the activities that are not adding value to you. Number two is ask yourself, what activities can I delegate? What activities can I delegate? I say, even if your name is Dele and you're always at the gate, make sure you delegate.
Mm, for daily at the gate. Gate.
How about you? This is just my way of teaching.
No, I like it.
Right?
I like it. I think it keeps the flow going.
Yeah. So what do you delegate? Look at the things that people can do. So if it's social media management, you can still put it, what can I give people to do? Right? Maybe you spend so much time doing graphic design, but there's a young guy who can take 5K or 7K and do good designs for you. Let the guy do the design. You spend so much time doing video edits, but there's a young guy who can do maybe a video edit for like 15,000 naira or 10K for you can do that. Give them that job. You spend time, scheduling your posts on social media, but there's a young chap who can schedule your posts, so you find things that you can delegate, please delegate them, right? The next is automation. What can you automate? What are those repetitive things that keep coming up again that you can automate? So if someone sends me a WhatsApp message, maybe from my ad, I have I have WhatsApp, what's the name of
The
this?
was
I have WhatsApp automation. I'm trying to remember the exact name, but then it's not coming to my head. So I use different
oh,
automation. There's autoresponder WA, there's WhatsBot. So there are a lot of things. This one is also an automation tool. So what tools can help you automate things better, right? What tools can you use to reduce what things can be automated? And then finally
mhm.
is activation. What are you meant to be doing? Because you are also meant to be doing something. If you delegate and automate everything, it now becomes abdication. And in abdication, you are not productive. When people abdicate things, it means that they have nothing to do. And when you have
Yep.
nothing to do, the devil steps in. So you
Hmm.
always find time to do something. So that free time you do use it to maybe watch more movie or do this. So everybody should
Someone is
find a
saying
way. Huh?
he didn't say Adiele at the gate. He said daily at the gate should delegate. Someone
Okay,
said
yeah. Okay,
you guys are getting in the
oh,
comments.
they said IDLA. Oh,
Said
they're
Adiele.
looking at the sorry, no, you are doing, but I said daily at the gate.
I think right is trying to be mischievous here.
Yeah. Yeah. So activation is now the things you have to do. So what are the call to? So personally, you know, um, when it comes to it, I love to speak, right? I love to create. I love to write. So these are things that make me feel alive. I still teach. I still do live trainings and so on. So
Yeah.
you need to still work. You need to still work. You need to still find work. If you're a thought leader, you need to create things too. You need to keep creating courses or keep writing books or keep improving your empire. Anything you have to do, there has to be the work, the core work that you should be doing, right? Whether it's leadership or anything it is, you never leave a vacuum where you don't have anything to do, right? So
Hmm.
that's my system, that's my framework, that's what I do.
Wow. Thank you for sharing this. So let's say someone is starting out, has created an offer, and before he's thinking of scaling, what are the first systems you should put in place for that product and his offer?
Yeah. So one thing I always advise people is before you scale, right? Don't scale an offer that you've not packaged properly, right? don't scale something without a system. So let me explain. When you have a foundation, the depth of your foundation determines the height of the building, right? So
Mm-hmm.
scaling is like doing 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom, you get. So imagine somebody did a foundation for a bungalow and you're not trying to put like 3 bedroom on top. What will happen? It will fall, right? So the
Yeah.
systems, yeah, creating systems from time, right? So if it's you have, it's a course, let there be a support. Maybe one person on support that if somebody is having issues, they can always sort them out. If you can have a community manager, so have those basic things, right? And like I always say, make sure you've there's excellence, you've over delivered, right? No more,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's one person, I have a mantra. If I come on a live session, for example, and it's one person, I will teach and train as if I'm teaching to 1,000 people or 1 million people. My energy will be the same, whether it's one, whether it's two, whether it's 100, right? Because I would always
Mm-hmm.
come, I would prepare. There's no time that you tell me, oh, Emmanuel, you're coming to teach. I'll just casually work. No, I would always prepare. What am I going to say? How am I going to, present my thoughts and all of that? So preparation is very important. So before you scale anything, make sure the foundation is solid, right? It's like, the Bible says building on a rock. The foolish man builds on sand, but then the wise man builds on a rock. Do you get? So it's the same thing. So you want to scale anything, make sure the foundation is very, very solid. Even if it's one person that's bought, but look at international standard. If somebody from the US or someone from the UK wants to buy this, will they still get value from it? So don't just, oh,
Yeah.
let me just do anything because I want to make money. No, do something very standard, and then you can scale. You can do collaborations, you can run more ads, you can make it reach more people, do more
The foundation
collaborations.
is important.
Yeah, do more collaborations or not.
Yeah. And are there like other mistakes you think people are making in terms of, monetizing their skill? I know you've talked about, people that
Mm,
don't do adequate research and they go and blow money. And now you've talked about people that don't, structure their offers well and package it for the global audience. Like, do you think there
mm,
are other mistakes people are making? Because a lot of people, come to me, oh, I think I had a conversation today with someone from our community, and they're like, oh, I don't know, if I have a skill, but I work in this sector. So, what are the common mistakes people come to you with in terms of
mm.
monetizing their talent, and how can they overcome that?
Yeah, so I think one thing I'll just talk about is, also there should be understanding the place for patience, right? So sometimes people are not patient with themselves. You know, there's always a valley of despair when you do something. So there's always that first initial happiness. You've created something. Maybe you created a 10K offer. So when this
Yeah.
10K offer, if I sell it to 10,000 people, I'll make 100 million. I'll be rich. I'll make so much money. And then you build a funnel, build the whole sales page, you pour traffic to it, and then at the end of the day, crickets, no sale.
The work.
And you're like, what is happening? It is the life. How will I buy my GLK?
Mhm.
So sometimes you need to be patient with yourself. You need to be patient with yourself, right?
Yeah.
Results take time also, right? Results take time. Someone said if you are hitting a rock and you keep hitting it, and then at the 100th blow, it breaks. The question is, was it the 100th blow that really broke the rock, or was it from 1 to 99? It was
Hmm.
from 1 to 99. So the 100th one only was the last person to break it. You get? So give yourself time. Be patient with yourself. Sometimes people need to grow into you. Some people are watching you. They're like, oh, okay, who is this guy? Okay, that's good. What? So some persons will, some persons would have watched me for 2 years before they bought from me. Some persons would have watched
Hmm.
me for 3 years before they bought from me. So that patience. Sometimes you create offers, it may not work. BOC did not work in 2019, but it worked
Hmm.
in 2020. Do you get? So times and seasons also matter. But then it's also an extreme. Know when to give up, right? So
Hmm.
if something is not working and you know that you're not doing it right, please give up. Never give up. No, give up.
They say if
That's
you give up, you
sometimes,
have tried.
yeah, you have tried, you self give up on that thing. You
Mhm.
get, there are things that in your heart of heart, that this thing
Not working.
is not working. Please
The
shut it down.
consistency issues. Just shut it down,
Yeah,
move to the
just shut it down and do something else. Some persons are so attached. They're just so attached to that thing, maybe because they saw a result from somebody. Somebody else can be getting a result, and you will not get a result from that thing. It's possible. So
yeah.
please, yeah, that's another part where people, even though you're patient, but then also know when something is not working and you need to move on.
Okay, awesome. So
Mm.
guys, we're almost coming to the end of this session. If you have a question for our guests, let us know in the comments. We'll be bringing it up for him to take some of these questions. So take your time, ask a question. Emmanuel is here with us for the next few minutes before he jumps into his next meeting. He's a very busy guy and he's really giving us this time. So Emmanuel, thank you once again. So Emmanuel, I'm going to ask you this question on the spot, right? If you had to start from scratch, this is
Mm.
2025, you didn't have any of the skills or offers from before. What's that one skill you're going to be like, focus on, and how are you going to monetize it? Just to walk us through your flow.
Okay, so that's a very interesting question, and the way I always look at skills is from strengths, right? I always
Okay.
look at skills from strengths. Yeah. So um, look at strength and also look at the times, right? So that you are
Hmm.
strong, maybe in carrying cement, doesn't mean that you now keep carrying cement with your hand if there's a tool, right? If there's a tool
Yeah.
around you. So times have changed, things have changed. But personally, my strengths are around speaking, my strengths are around selling, my strengths are around writing. You get?
Okay.
So if I'm to start again, I'll still sell, but then I'll do it with or in collaboration with what? With AI, right? So, which
Okay.
is what I'm doing now too, because why I always advise people to pick skills around their strength is, you know, at the at your down days, or at when how they say, when push gets to shove or something, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
if
that
you really,
pocket.
if you stay there, do you get? So
Mm-hmm.
when you do something that it's around something that is your strength, it's easy. It's as if you're pulling a stone down. You're just running with it, like you're moving it down. Do you
Okay.
get? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't tell people go and do this. If you're good, maybe with you have an eye for design, please stay in graphic design and put AI to it. Find other things that are in the season. So if you are doing 5K design, or no, find a way to do something that is more, maybe UI UX, or something that is, pays better. Do you get in that your design? If you are good with
Mm-hmm.
numbers, go and learn data analysis. Don't carry somebody's skill. Don't allow somebody to tell you this is exactly what you must do. That's my own advice. Find what aligns with your strength. I love writing. I love selling. When you mix copywriting and selling, it's called copywriting, right? That's my skill. If you this is what I will do for a long while. If I don't do, I will start business. I love starting businesses and the rest, you get. And then I'm also
Mm-hmm.
a number guy, like in terms of, like, you know I love numbers. So I love what I love numbers, you get. So I can also play in the investment field. So these are things that are around my strengths, you get. So my
Okay.
advice is, what are your strengths? What are the things you do with ease? What you do with ease, others do with please. What you do
Mm.
with ease, others do with please. So what you do easily, others do pleasingly. There's no one like
Easily.
pleasingly, but I mean, it's me,
Yeah.
so I can always form words.
Come up with it on the spot. No, I think you're good with that. It's something I actually admire.
You get. So that's my advice to people. So if I have to start again, I would always pick something around my strengths. Yeah. So I used to say this. I'll just put it as an afterthought. You know, money is basically what you have to give, right, in
Okay.
order to get what you need, right? Now, I will explain. Most people don't know that there's a difference between money and currency. Currency is naira, currency is dollar, currency is Bitcoin, currency is pounds or anything. Money
Yeah.
is not always currency. Money is what you have in you. Money is that skill you have. Money is that talent. Your money is that thing you built in you. So when they take you from Nigeria to Ghana, you still have money in you because you have something to bring out of you. Do
Okay.
you get? They take you from
Yeah.
Ghana to UK. You have something to bring out of you that can bring in, that can make you pounds or can make you dollars. So money is that thing
Mhm.
you have to give in order to get what you need. Do you get? So
Yeah.
what you need is currency. What you need is this thing. But then, what is that inherent thing you built in you, right? So that's why I'm always advising people move with the things you know that you're stressed. So that anywhere they take you to, you can generate money out of you. Money can come out of you.
So I think a follow-up question for that would be, how can people discover what they are good at? A lot of people actually don't know that, they are good at this. Maybe you can
Hmm.
give us some indicators
Hmm.
that, covers across different skills. If you are noticing this kind of behavior, or
Things.
you're seeing around you noticing this. So is there like
Okay.
indicators that someone can look
Okay.
out for
Look
to
out for.
discover the skill?
I'll give you three metrics. Number one is the Holy Spirit. Number one is God. Because God is a
Yeah.
manufacturer. He knows the person that created iPhone knows the use for an iPhone. So you can find that in a place of prayer. Number two, you can find out by asking. You can ask your friends, what is it that I'm very good at? What have you noticed that I do very well? Now, if you if a tiler gets into a room, what do you think he will see first? He will see tiles. If a POP maker gets into a room, what will he do? What do you think you see first? You will see
The
POP.
field.
If somebody that does windows comes into this my room, you will see windows first. So what you see easily, what you discern easily, is a pointer to your strength,
Mm-hmm.
right? The things, the
Yeah.
problems you see and you complain about, the problems you see and you say, why is this thing like this? Is also a pointer to your strength, right? So these are just some metrics that let me stop here so that we can take one or two questions because I have a meeting by 8 p.m. again. Sorry, sir.
All right.
I would have
So,
explained.
guys, I think he has given us the direction we were, looking for. Because only the next question was going to be, what are the steps they can take today to turn in their skill? I think you've answered it. So, guys, if you have a
Yeah.
question for Mr. Emmanuel, you can let us know in the comment. Let's pick one or two questions, and then we can call it a night.
Sorry, I would have loved to spend more time. I'm just
Yeah.
the way
No, I
the way
appreciate
my
you.
time starts. No, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, someone says, I have a technical analysis skill that helps me trade the
Okay.
financial and have the ability to teach anything to its simplest form. I'm thinking
Hmm.
of a crypto trading academy as a product, but it still holds back because of the nature of the niche. What do you suggest I do?
So grow yourself. Grow deeper first, right? In that skill, in that crypto, get massive results. People don't understand that it is what the things Jesus began to do and then to teach. You do first,
Mhm.
you get results before you teach. You don't teach because before you get results. Do it first. Get results, get best at it, and then you can now teach it. As you're getting results, people come, you start attracting people. Share. Oh, this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. Right. This is my system. And then you can now put it in an academy, but then get results. Make sure that you are good at what you do. Don't be struggling and be trying to help other people that are struggling. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my advice.
Okay. Thank you. I think Lillian says, I'm an email copywriter. How do I present my offer to my target audience?
Yeah. So as an email copywriter, they it's just your value proposition. What are you offering, right? What would clients or what would customers, your clients, or get from you, right? So, oh, I'm going to do like a 4 parts or 15 parts or 10 parts email sequence for you. You know, this is what you're going, this is how they're going to go from indoctrination to this, to this, to this, and then buy. So at the end, ask yourself, what does my client want to achieve? And then you can now write, this is the problem, this is what they want to achieve. I am the gap, I am the bridge between, this gap. So any whether you're doing cold emailing, whether you're doing outbound, whether you're doing your freelancing, it's all the same thing. Every client, it's not because they like your face that they want to give you money. It's because they have a
True.
problem that they need to solve. And if you can make them more money and reduce their stress, they'll give you their money.
Yeah, I think you've said it in the best way, and I agree with that. So, Emmanuel, thank you so much for joining our webinar. I think I'll give you the floor to, say your last word for us and also tell us about, your product. So, if you want to hear more about Emmanuel, Emmanuel has a product that he's promoting right now, so you can share more about it, and then we can just end this.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, so we're running the Daily Alert Academy. So one testimony I've had is that I've earned money daily for 6 years and 8 months and 10 days. Oh, 12 days now. Today's 13th. Also, so 12 days. Even today, 13th. So yeah, so daily
Mm.
alert is something that comes to me naturally because of the process and the systems I teach, offer creation, lead generation, funnel creation, and digital products and all of that. So we're really doing a 10-week program. The first 6 weeks, we'll look at mindset, offers, products, conversion, and then delivery and all of that. And then the next 4 weeks, we'll do a 1 million naira challenge where everybody's going to create an offer and sell it and make a million naira. So for the entire 10 weeks, I'm going to be training you. I can only take 100 persons, and we have close to 70 persons. So that means we only have 30 slots left. And instead of paying 50,000 naira, you only get to pay 10,000 naira for the program. So maybe um, I can just share the link, maybe direct link to me, and then it
Yeah.
can bring you on the group, like so that you can just chat me. Yeah, so that's the offer, and it's starting on Monday. So it's just right in time for anybody who would want to join.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. We'll be sharing this in our community. I'm sure the community managers will also share you a link to our group. Emmanuel has this course and it's going to be launching on Monday. We'll also share his contact for you to reach out to him. You have more questions, you want to be a part of the program. Um, it's always active. Emmanuel, thank you so much once again. Guys, thank you for joining our session. Let's call it a night. Good night, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.